This is probably one of the greatest heists to ever take place. It resulted in $500 million in stolen art. So, on a rainy night at 1:20 a.m. in Boston, Massachusetts in 1990, two cops in a dark-colored sedan made their way to the Isabella Gardner Museum. They parked on a side street, got out of the car, and from there they approached the side entrance of the museum. They made their way to the museum back door and rang the doorbell. The security guard, Richard Abath, who was one of the two security guards on night shift, answered the door. The cops told Abath that there was a disturbance that they had to respond to. Abath unknowingly let the cops into the museum. However, these cops are not actually cops. They are thieves dressed as cops. The thieves quickly overpowered Richard Abath and the other security guard on duty, Brian McDevitt. They were handcuffed and their mouths were taped shut. They were then forced into the museum's basement, where they were kept in a locked storage room. They disabled the security cameras and alarms in the museum, which allowed them to navigate the museum freely, without the fear of getting caught. The thieves eventually made their way to the art gallery and began to steal the art and place it in a duffel bag. They stole art piece after art piece after art piece. In total, they stole 13 art pieces, some of which had significant cultural impact, and costed so much money that you cannot even fathom. The two thieves left the museum through the side entrance and got into a different car with a suspected getaway driver. They fled from the scene, barely leaving any clues behind. Back at the museum, Richard Abath was able to free himself and called the police. They rushed to the museum and closed all entrances and proceeded to investigate. The detectives at the scene hardly found any evidence. However, they managed to find some DNA samples on the duct tape used to close the security guards' mouths. Some footage was also left behind of one of the security cameras that captured the thieves entering and exiting the museum, that the thieves did not turn off during the heist. However, none of this was enough to find the suspects or incriminate anyone yet. In the following days, the proper investigation took place. The authorities interviewed various people and the forensic experts analyzed footprints, fingerprints, and DNA. Witnesses reported seeing two men in police outfits near the museum at the time of the incident, and they also saw a suspicious-looking vehicle, but it did not provide any further clues. The story was eventually covered by large media outlets, including the New York Times and CBS. This sparked many conversations. Over the years, the Isabella Gardner Museum heist gave birth to many theories. One of the theories suggests that Richard Abath might have been an inside man and helped the thieves execute this heist. Another theory suggests that a notorious art thief, Miles Connor, may have stolen the art, but this is unlikely since he was in prison at the time of the heist. However, some believe that he may have had accomplices. Nevertheless, the thieves are yet to be found. A sketch of the alleged suspects had been circulating. This is what they look like. Throughout the years, the FBI and the museum have been working together to solve this case for decades. They have put up a $10 million reward for whomever has information regarding the heist. Thank you for watching. I would appreciate it if you leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and also leave a comment on your thoughts regarding what you think happened to the priceless art.